Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be showing you the decoration of a simple vanilla cake, and this is my 1 kilogram vanilla sponge that baked in 8-inch pan. So after the filling and frosting, it would be a total of 2 kilogram cake. And I have whipped some whipping cream here, and as it is vanilla flavor, I haven't added any flavorings or essence or anything. I just whipped into soft and fluffy peaks. I usually bake all my cakes on the previous day of the order, then double wrap and refrigerate it, so it will be easier to work with that. And the recipe of my cakes with the exact measurement and guidance will be available to purchase as PDF files. I always cling wrap the turntable also, so the base stick to it and doesn't move when we work. My cakes always bake with a flat top, so we don't want to cut out the dome and all. And I have taken a 12-inch base here as the cake is 8-inch. And the first step is layering the cake, and as it is a big cake, I am going to cut it into 3 layers, and I'm using serrated knife for that, holding the knife straightly with one hand, moving in a zigzag mode, and with another hand turning the turntable. Cut into even 3 layers, and look how soft and moist it is. If you're planning for a home bakery, the first thing you should have, or you should invest in, a perfect cake recipe that is moist, tasty and affordable. And this recipe covers all that. I have cut the cake into a total of 6 layers, and next step is soaking each layer. And as it is vanilla flavor, I am using a simple sugar syrup here. I like to sugar syrup all the layers on the cling wrap itself before starting to fill the cake. The cake is ready, the whipped cream is ready, and I am going to fill the cake. For that I have taken a offset palette knife, taking a small amount of whipped cream and spreading on the base, so it acts as a glue between the base and the cake. Layering the middle part of the cake firstly, then adding 2 to 3 dollops of whipped cream, then spreading with offset palette knife all over. After smoothing out the first layer of cream, layering the top part of the cake upside down, then repeating the process. When layering and filling, always make sure the cake is straight. And lastly, layering with the bottom part of the cake on top. It helps to give you a straight top in both crumb coating and final frosting also, and it will be less crumbs when we use this method. The next part is crumb coating. For that I have taken a big dollops of whipped cream, then smoothing the top first, moving all the excess cream to the sides, then covering the whole side. Using a palette knife, spread the whipped cream all over and bringing the excess downwards. In that way you can cover all cake in less cream. After applying cream all over, I'm using an acrylic scraper to smoothen it and taking the excess out. Now I'm going to refrigerate it about 20 minutes so the cream and the crumbs will set nicely. I have refrigerated for about 20 to 25 minutes, and meanwhile I have cleaned the table also. Next, it is time for the final frosting. For that, I have filled some whipping cream in a piping bag, cut its tip, and I am going to pipe all over the cake. This is the easiest way for me, and I usually do the piping method for all my cakes. Instead of acrylic smoother, I am using Wilton's comb here. So it gives you a little design on the sides of the cake while you smooth it out. You can see clearly how the design is coming. Okay, now while smoothing the top, there is two options to do it. First is taking the excess cream out. For that, you have to hold your palette knife at an angle like this. See? So the excess cream will come in the palette knife. Or if you want to just smoothen it out, you have to hold your palette knife straightly. For coloring, I am using Chef Master's Coal Black Gel Food color, and I have taken a wooden stick and dipped in the color. Then I am just spotting all around, only on the bottom of the cake like this. And make sure your scraper is always clean when doing the final frosting, because if there is any cream residue on the scraper, it will affect the smoothness. Now we want to scrape until we are satisfied with it. So I am giving a little bit more drops of color, then spreading it out to give it a more natural look, and popping all the air bubbles out and piping the whipping cream again. And I like to give it a rustic look on the top, so I'm smoothing the top first and giving it a swirl, so it gives a nice finish to it, and scraping again. And there is a space underneath which there is no color, so adding more of the drops of color and scraping again. And this is my final frosting, and as you can see, it gives a nice blend between black and white. And I forgot to tell you something. Whenever you scrape the frosting, make sure you hold your scraper at an angle. Don't hold your scraper straightly. Always hold your scraper at an angle. Then only it gives you a smooth finish without seeing the cake inside. Okay. And now I have taken a damp cloth and cleaning the board. If you are a baker, make sure your cake board or cake base is always clean. There should not be any cream or color residue. And now I am going to refrigerate it until my fondant accents are all ready. This was a cake for a boy who loved trains and cars. Last year it was a train themed cake, and this year it was with 10 car logos. And I used fondants to draw all the logos, rolled it out, cut into 3 inches round, then attached the cake pop sticks to it, then using melted white chocolate, then downloaded the logos in my mobile, then sketched into a paper, then sketched into the fondant. Like that, I drew most of the logos except Porsche, Ferrari and Lamborghini. It was very difficult logos, so I printed it out into the paper, then sticked into the fondant. And this is how I attached all the logos into the cake, and piped some whipping cream to hold it straight, as the stick was not that much long. And this is how it turned out. Even I did all things carefully, I did a mistake on this cake that I forgot to add the birthday boy's name on it and only realized when I edit the pics. And I immediately apologized to them. But they were okay with that because they liked the cake so much. So I relieved a little, but it's definitely a regret as a baker as we want our customers 100% satisfied, and this is not it. That's all for today's video. Hope you liked my videos and shorts that I upload on my channel. If you have any suggestion or request, do comment so that I can know. And if you share my videos to your friends and family, that would be a great support for me. Thank you. Bye.